little test video to show you how to use some oil paint to make some wood effects on styrene. We're going to start with a neutral base color, flat earth, buff, or in this case the styrene res or UMP resin tan color. So we're going to use this on each of the propellers of this little test bed prop. We're going to spray them. You could actually even brush them if you like. If you brush, you want to do that in a single direction to make some grain effects even. Here we're just going to spray this stuff on. This is the buff, I believe. Yes, this is the Tamiya buff going on. And then we're going to do the flat earth, quickly zip through that. So we're getting this in, we're going to let this dry. This stuff dries super quickly, right? So I'll be able to do this within a half an hour. And then the ultimate primer gelb yellow, which is the same as the styrene res that I showed you there. Now we can look at some oil paints or yellow ochres, kind of give you the yellowish light woods. Burnt siennas, burnt umbers, kind of the mid-tone woods. And then we could use some raw umber to get even a darker kind of maybe mahogany-ish kind of look. Okay, waves on Scott, and he's going to show you how to do this. He's got his favorite burnt umber here from Witten & Newton. And we're going to take a little bit out and we're going to put it onto that paper towel, and we're going to get some of the oil sucked out so that it's a lot drier. And we'll have a look at this brush I'm using here. Not a super duper brush, it's a chisel brush. And it's got some goopy, icky ends, right? It's not perfect. So it'll leave some strands as we go. So I've picked up a little bit of oil. I'm going to deposit it. And I'm going to start to spread it. So you have deposited it down at the bottom. And then I'm just going in one direction. I'm just going to spread that along. And I'm going to make grain this way. I'm going to coat and paint it. But I'm also making grain. And I see I'm trying to say, hey, keep this nice straight. Do this straight grain across this prop. And we'll just do that until we're happy. If we get too much, we can bop it off. Just straight grains across there. If you keep going, you'll blend everything and you'll lose your grain. So we'll get a little bit of a feel of grain. We'll see this a little bit better in a second. But you can see some darker areas in there, right? Just again, I'm just doing it. It's as easy as that. That's all you got to do, right? That simple. And there's some grain in there, right? Voila. So let's do the other one. This is the flat earth. I've already done one coat on this one. Look at how much darker it is, right? That's the same paint, same amount of paint, not anymore. Thickness is nothing. I'm just going to put another little bit on here and just get the grain going. But that's just the difference of the base. So you alter your base color and you can alter your type of wood. And then we do the third prop. This is the buff one, and we're just going to do exactly the same thing. Plop down some paint and just kind of paint along the grain line there. And so what this will wind up giving us is a dark, a mid, and a light kind of tone of wood, right? Just by altering those three bases. And keeping the paint the same is what I was trying to do, just to keep it simple. So we got those three painted up. Good, this is wet, so you certainly don't want to touch it. You need to leave it dry for a good 24 hours if you can. Not mess around with it. Look at the grain in there. See that? Isn't that neat? It's so easy. It's so easy. Let's get some closer pictures here. Right, darker one on the top, mid in the bottom, light one on the left. Right, you can see the grain kind of look to it. Just that's from the brush, right? The brush. And we're leaving the brush lines in basically within that and just getting a nice. This is my Baron propeller, and I've got it primed up in the yellow again, and I'm going to just do the same thing with that paint, that oil just rubbed across the burnt umber, and then I actually have coated this with a gloss. So to me, a clear orange just works really well. It is gives a nice little gloss. So hope this lets you figure this out and pick up a couple Easter eggs on how to do this, and it's very easy. Go ahead and try it out. Super fun. Thanks. Happy Easter. Bye-bye.